What's going on, guys? Let me preface this by saying I am a little bit sick right now, and by a little bit sick, I mean I had like a crazy fever yesterday. Still getting over it. I still actually feel like crap today, but I can't let that stop me from checking out the 5.6 special program. But it's okay because we are medicated, we are caffeinated, and we're gonna get right into this. If you think this is a bad idea that I'm recording when I'm sick, go ahead and flame me in the comments, and let's get into the 5.6 special program and see what's coming up in Genshin Impact.
ウィンドブルーム祭の本番がもうすぐ始まるぞ。早く見に行こうぜ。
Oh, Mondstadt. I have so many good memories of Mondstadt.
どう？よかったでしょ？
So excited.
旅人、いらっしゃい。シバルマラン AA ランドファミリーに加わる準備ができた？出てくるみたいな超豪華なご飯も欲しいぜ。
両選手、準備ができたようですね。それではホテルドゥボール特別料理対決開始。
カトラリーの準備も完了。冷凍の時間よ。
Big fan, big fan.
最高の一品よ。
The pinnacle of
とにか
excellence.
くそこのレストランからナタ産の野菜を至急調達したいと依頼を受けて僕とイファが来ることになったんだ。俺は付き
Oh,
添
we
い
got
だ
our。boy Ifa. Yo, we got our boy Ifa here. Finally. I love the. Is he a catalyst user then? But he's using like a pistol, which is really cool. I love the fact that he's using a pistol. Actually, that's really awesome.
飛行物を連れて外出してはいけないらしい。
It's true, it is illegal to release them within the city limits. Ifa gonna get arrested now? Bro.
ここは
What you
昔
doing?
レムリア時代に建てられた公衆浴場で
Public bath in
確か
time of
モデスト
Remuria.
の秘典に書いてあったような気がするわ。
Wait, is this a new Fontaine zone that we're getting? Interesting. Going back to
古流
Fontaine.
の時代の謎の遺物。それに俺がフォンテーヌに来た理由を合わせて考えれば
Oh, and a
例の
gun.
密輸事件の捜査を逃れたものかもしれない。
僕の師匠にして母の黄金レインドッ
Yo,
トさ。
gold.
彼女が僕を
Albedo.
モンドに向かわせた時、ある
Bro.
大きな課題を与えたんだ。世界の真
Oh my
相を
God.
探せというね。
Holy cow, we are so back.
なんで街の中に魔物がいるんだ？
What do we do?
想像して
What are these
たより
monsters doing
状
inside
況がひ
Mondstadt?
どいみたい。
また敵が来るぞ。
What's going on? Yo, Kaya and
本
Tiho.
件の被告人セピロス騎士団調査小隊隊長アルベド。
何をしたんだ？
Albedo's on trial? That's not even Susbedo.
ホムンクルスが暴走して理性を失い
Albedo's
他
on
者を
trial
傷つ
for
ける狂気
murder?
的な行動に走る魔女会
Who
と
is that
正式な
person
会
sitting
談
there
を
with the
行
pink
うことを
hair?
願ってるんだ。あら、そん
A
な勇気
formal
のある
meeting
子が
of
ま
the
だ
Hexen
本土にいた
Circle?
の？
No. What is that?
天地が逆さになった時、人は世界の本質を知る。なら盤面が逆さになったら
What is going on right now?
なぜ罪のない人を？
どうしてこんなことに？ヴィレットが襲撃にあって。
これはレムリアが戦争のために用意した薬物なのよ。人体
Is this
研究と
chessboard
いう
like
課
part of
題
the
を諦
Hexen
めた
Circle
こ
or
とは
something? Are
一
these
度もない。モン
Hexen
ドの
Circle
法律にのっ
controlling
とり
these
被
different
告人アルベドを殺人
pieces?
および
I'm
死体
so
遺棄で
confused, but I'm so
有
here
罪と
for
す
it.
る。
Is that a new boss or
今
something,
も
maybe?
近くから聞こえるよ。
なんだ、バルバトスか？
ファルか？
Varka? Ah! My brain can't handle this right now. We talking about Varka? Oh my god, first redemption code GI56 paralogism. Oh, What? We had Fontaine, we have Monsap, we have new Albedo lore, we have Hexencircle lore. We have Varka. I can't handle this, y'all. I can't handle this.
Hello everyone!
Yo.
Welcome to the Genshin Impact version 5.6 special program. I'm Jane Jackson,
we're
the
gonna
voice of
hear
Ressa, and I have two
Pronounce her name.
awesome
Escoffier?
co-hosts with me today. Why don't you introduce yourselves?
I don't know how to say
What
it.
up, my dudes? My name is Johnny Laquasto, and I'm the voice of Aoife.
I love Eva. He's gonna get along so well with Ito.
Your turn.
Hello everyone, my name is Emily Cass and I voice Escoffier. I'm
Okay, it
so
is
excited
Escoffier.
to be here.
And I am
Escoffier
so
looks
excited to be hosting
I
alongside
like her
you two
tail.
today.
Oh,
Her
by
tail's
the
pretty
way,
cool.
Emily, I have to say, the way your chibi's tail moves around is so cool.
Oh,
is
actually,
cool.
it's not a tail. It's a self-adapting movement signal tracking support mech.
Wait,
It's a piece of
what?
tech, basically. It helps
It's a
Escoffier in
piece
the
of
kitchen and in
tech?
combat. It's one of her essential utensils.
So it's not
But
a
it
tail,
looks so much like
it's
a
machine.
tail.
Like Fontaine
a lot of
machine.
people think
It's like
that.
a mech thing.
And considering how it looks, people even call Escoffier a demon chef.
Yeah, I wish she was a
Okay,
legit
that
demon though.
seems
That
a
would
little
be
extreme.
so much cooler.
Yeah,
When I
I'd
saw her
say so
silhouette,
too,
I hope she
but-
was a demon.
Honestly, I don't know much about Escoffier. Can you tell us more about her, Emily?
Absolutely. Let's take a look at her profile.
Alright, let's hear about Escoffier here.
Escoffier used to be the head chef at the Hotel de Bourg.
Oh, cool.
The hotel is
Used to
famous for
be.
the extremely popular and exclusive Gâteau de Bourg.
Wow. Exclusive?
Yeah, only a limited amount of slices are available per day.
Yep.
Escoffier is a master of precision gastronomy, which means
that's
she
cool.
approaches cooking as a science. She even develops advanced mecha to use in her cooking process.
Wow, that's some dedication to her craft.
Of course, in Escoffier's kitchen, no dish is ready to be served
She's
until
gotta
it
have
has
some,
her
like,
stamp of
cooking
approval.
specific
And when
passion,
she likes
right?
something, she gets
No,
completely
she's like little
lost in the
fangs,
flavors.
too, right? She got
It
little
looks
bit-
almost like she's in heaven.
That sounds
shouldn't have fangs,
incredible.
maybe it's just the
But
angle, but
what
it
if
looks like
she
she has little
doesn't like it?
fangs.
Oh, then she'd probably say something like,
You thought cream of mushroom soup was ready to serve after 3.5 minutes on the stove. You'd have had more sense serving hot water with ice cubes. At least then you wouldn't have wasted all this perfectly good cream and mushroom.
Oh god.
Wow.
dang. She the Gordon Ramsay of
Intense.
Genshin Impact, yo.
I promise Escoffier is actually very well mannered most of the time.
Sure.
But when it comes to food, she couldn't be more strict. It's all for good reason, though. Escoffier believes her mission as a chef is to make haute cuisine accessible to all. So she's not just strict on other people, she demands perfection from herself too. Because that's the only way to make her dream a reality.
Oh, is that why she develops all those cooking mecha?
That's right. With their help, even people who are short on time or cooking skills can be capable of making a good meal.
Ha, okay. That feels like a personal call out. But seriously, though, I'm telling you, I could use something exactly like that.
Same here. Emily, you said Escoffier used to be the head chef at the Hotel de Bourg.
Yeah.
Does that mean she doesn't work there anymore?
Tell us
Yeah,
what happened.
That's right. She even had to spend time in the fortress of Meripede.
The Fortress of
What?
Meripede?
She went to prison?
What happened?
We can't divulge the details right now, but all will be revealed in Escoffier's story quest.
I like her
Treasured
ice
above
ladle
all.
and ice
So
knife,
be
though.
sure to
It's
check
pretty
it out if
cool.
you're interested, travelers. You'll also be rewarded with extra Ascension
Interesting.
materials for Escoffier.
So she did
Oh,
she did
and
hard time,
travelers will
y'all.
get to take part in a one-of-a-kind culinary showdown in this quest.
Oh,
Not only will travelers get to experience Escoffier's mentorship firsthand, but special guests will also make an appearance.
Special guest. Nice. Huh. Okay, I see blubber beasts and romaritime flowers.
Yeah, some blubber
Wait,
beasts. It's gonna be
do we have to
interesting going
cook
back to
4 blubber
Fontaine.
beasts using romaritime flowers? That's not much to work with.
All I can say is trust in Escoffier. She can work wonders.
Oh, I'm
okay.
definitely a believer. Okay, so we know what she can do in the kitchen, but what about on the battlefield?
Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
let's get
tell
into
me.
it.
Tell me about her skills and her ultimate ability.
Escoffier wields a cryovision and is a powerful addition to freeze-focused teams,
Okay, so
which
she
brings
freeze
us
team.
to
She
one
can
of
be a
her
freeze
talents.
buffer?
Ooh,
When Escoffier's elemental skill or elemental burst hits an enemy, she can reduce their resistance to hydro and cryo damage.
And cryo.
The more hydro and
So
cryo
she's a
characters in the
hydro and
party,
cryo
the
shredder.
greater the reduction.
So
Okay.
100%
So
freeze
it looks
team
like the
buffer.
enemies here aren't actually
cryo
frozen,
and
but the
hydro
resistance
buffer.
reduction
That's
still
kinda
takes
cool.
effect.
Yeah, that's really important. As long as her elemental skill or burst hits an enemy, the reduction takes effect.
Okay.
The enemy doesn't need to be frozen. That means the talent works on bosses and other unfreezable enemies.
Wow,
Buffs,
so
cryo,
it seems
and
like
hydro
any
team, she's
character
gonna be
that
an
deals hydro
awesome
or cryo damage
addition
can
to that
benefit from
freeze
that
teams.
talent. I can definitely see her being a powerful support in freeze teams.
True,
Yeah,
but
new freeze meta for
Escoffier's not just a
sure.
support. She can dish out damage as well. With an actual dish.
No way.
Yeah, and when Escoffier unleashes her elemental skill, she summons a cooking mech to the field that follows the active character and periodically fires projectiles at
that's
nearby
cool. So
enemies,
it stays
dealing
on field
cryo
when you
damage.
switch characters too.
So, with her ability to shred resistance,
Oh, dang,
she
you have her
basically
and
buffs her own
Farina, and it's
damage.
just, like,
In addition,
constant
her
freezing.
elemental burst restores HP
That's
to the entire party.
Yo, and she's a healer?
Incredible. Okay, so she can buff the party, dish out damage,
Yo,
and
she's-
heal.
She's
Wow.
OP as hell.
Sounds like she's pretty versatile.
She's a
Yeah,
buffer, a
and
damage
thanks
dealer,
to a
and a
different
healer.
talent, she has another
Holy.
ability that really showcases her skills as a chef.
Oh, is
If
this...
you hold her elemental skill, the cooking mech she summons can absorb elemental energy and convert it into a delicious dish.
Whoa, I've never seen a
what?
talent like that before.
Okay, so
Wait,
you don't even have to
hold on.
prepare
She
the
can just
ingredients yourself?
cook
Bro,
something
that's awesome.
herself?
Yeah, and plus she can produce several kinds of dishes this way.
Yo,
Oh,
a
that
new
will be
five-star.
so fun to check out in game.
A new
Totally.
5-star
So
dish
take note of
finally
this next
is to
piece
join
of news,
Adeptus
travelers.
Flotation?
In the first half
Holy.
of version 5.6, we'll have event wishes for Escoffier and Navia. A new 5-star polearm,
That's a
Symphonist
cool-looking
of Sense,
weapon.
will be
That's a
featured on the
cool-looking
weapon
weapon.
banner. Our new 4-star character Aoife will also enjoy a drop rate boost on the first half banners.
Aoife, no
Okay,
way,
Aoife
bro.
4-star, okay.
I
So
think
Aoife
that's my
4-star
line,
in
but
the
I couldn't have
beginning,
said it better myself.
Which is cool because I will be pulling for
And
Escoffier.
another bit of really exciting news
it's
is
good
that
that Aoife's
travelers
on
will
that
get to
banner.
spend more time with
'Cause I'm
these
not
two
gonna be
in the new
pulling that second half
version.
banner,
Wait.
probably.
Who are you talking about?
Okay, take a look at this clip and you'll see.
Oh.
All eyes are on me. Lowly servants, behold the almighty Dragon Lord's magnificence. The heck are you on about? Why does no one ask for the autograph of the almighty Dragon Lord? Kahula how? Oh wow, no way, bro. What? You little... Oh dear, oh dear. Do you even hear yourself, bro?
I like them together.
How
Very good.
dare you! You insolent, contemptuous Huh? What are you on about? No way, bro. Huh? Seriously? Seriously? Do you even hear yourself, bro? Darn it. Oh, wow. No way, bro. Do you even hear yourself, bro?
Oh,
You're
wow.
hopeless. The almighty Dragon Lord, Kahulao! His wisdom is wasted on you.
Sure. Wasted
way, bro.
wisdom.
See you later. Huh? Ah!
That's pretty good.
Oh, you meant Kakuku and a how. Wow, I feel like those two could argue forever.
Dude, you don't know the half of it.
Hang in there, bro.
You too, huh? Man, this bro thing is really taking off.
I need
Well,
Aoife and Ito
Cuckoo
together.
is just that infectious. So, travelers met Aoife in the previous version, but since we now have the chance to add him to our parties, want to give us a formal introduction, Johnny?
I thought you never asked,
dude,
Jane.
that pistol's so
Absolutely.
cool.
As most of you probably know, Aoife is a Saurian vet from the Flower Feather clan.
Mm-hmm.
In that land, humans and Saurians live and fight side by
Unfortunately, he's
side.
only a 4-star,
Saurians
though.
get sick and hurt just like everyone else. So Saurian vets
We
do a
need more
very
5-star
important job
men.
in that land.
Okay.
And Aoife is a really good one. In fact, you've probably heard of some of his accomplishments already. Like how he saved Kakuku's life, and now, of course, Kakuku works as his trusty assistant.
Yeah, Aoife is practically a miracle worker. I heard Ahau got sick one time, so Kaniche took him to Aoife for treatment, and what do you know? Ahau was better in like 2 seconds. Imagine that.
Sounds like Aoife really knows his stuff. I wonder if he can treat all kinds of dragons, like even ones from other nations.
Oh, like Nouvelles.
I guess, in theory.
Maybe he's gonna go treat
Yeah,
Nouvelles
I don't see why
this.
not. Plus, if it was an emergency, Kakuku could help him get there in no time.
So
I
he can
mean, I heard the
fly.
Flower Feather clan is known for riding kukasaurs. But this is less riding and more dangling, isn't it?
Hey, this is a Kakuku appreciation zone only, all right?
So he can
but
glide
seriously,
on
just
Kakuku,
wait until you see him
basically.
sprint. He spreads out those huge
Oh,
wings,
yo,
and it's
what?
super awesome.
That's
Oh, and
cool.
while we're on the subject, if there are any travelers who haven't done the
That's
part
so
of the
funny.
Ochkanatlan World Quest where you chase
Shake
down the
hands out
evil
with both
dragon,
hands.
try it out with Aoife. It'll be a completely different kind of
Oh,
flying
dang,
experience.
I've already done
Yeah,
this.
I see
Too
that.
bad.
Although it
I would
looks more
love to
like
do it with
Aoife
Aoife.
is
That'd be
chasing down a
cool.
patient for a checkup.
Yeah. So, okay, what else can Aoife do in combat?
Well,
Yeah, the
Aoife is an
pistol's
Anemo
so
Vision
cool.
user with a lot of tricks up his sleeve. For
yeah,
example,
we gotta
when
build
faced with
that.
aggressive enemies, Aoife can unleash his elemental burst and fire a therapeutic sedative, creating a wind current that pulls in and restrains enemies. Yeah, of course, as Aoife's good bro,
swirl, so it's
Kakuku also
gonna
helps him
pull
out in combat.
and restrain.
With
That's
Aoife's
interesting.
elemental skill,
Swirl.
Kakuku lifts him into the air, giving him an aerial advantage in combat.
That's
And
kinda
while
cool,
in this
too.
state,
Fly
Aoife
up.
can continuously fire tonic shots, which deal Anemo damage upon impact and restore HP to the entire
He's
party.
also a
Oh,
healer?
nice. So, what
Crazy.
kind of team comps
He's
work
gonna be a
best
great
with
animal
Aoife?
support.
Well,
He's
to
got the
answer
pull,
that,
he's
we
got
should
heal.
introduce one of his talents first. When Aoife
Makes
is in
sense
the
he's
Night
gotta heal
Soul's
though, since
blessing
he's a
state,
vet.
he can use his Field Medic's vision to increase swirl and electrocharge damage based on the
Oh.
total amount of Night Soul points across the entire party.
Electrocharge
Okay,
damage.
so
wants to
he works
be-
well with characters
yeah.
that can trigger swirl and electrocharged
Swirl
reactions.
and electrocharge.
And
yeah.
characters that can generate Night Soul points.
Okay.
He seems like a
So
really
he's like an
flexible
electro-
unit.
Yeah,
Like,
he
benefits
is.
from being on
Plus, in
electro
areas with
teams and
Natlan's
obviously swirl
phlogiston
teams as
mechanics,
well.
if your current active character or indwelled Saurian's HP drops below a certain percent, Aoife can consume his own phlogiston to heal them.
Nice.
what?
Putting
That's
those medical
actually-
skills to use.
That's crazy. That's really
His
cool,
kit
actually.
seems really intuitive, and he helps with exploration.
It's very
I feel like
interesting.
exploring the sacred volcano will be a lot easier with Kakuku to dangle from.
What can I say? He is a helpful little guy.
He actually looks
Now,
really cool. I
moving
love
on
his
to our
design.
next bit of news,
Definitely
a
gonna be
new
pulling
boss is coming in version 5.6,
Okay, new
the
boss.
Secret Source Automaton Overseer device. Travelers will need to defeat it to obtain ascension materials for Escoffier.
Huh. I feel like we've faced something like this before.
That's because this boss has the same origins as the Secret Source Automaton configuration device from version 5.1. Both are
makes
pieces
sense,
of
makes sense.
ancient dragon technology.
They almost seem like two parts of one terrifying monster.
Okay, Jane, let's this is where we should wrap
Is
this
it?
part up, I think, because travelers can search for
parts
their
of
own
one
answers to
terrifying
this in-game.
monster.
Now,
You're gonna have to
let's
another
kick off
boss
the
where they
event portion.
combine or
Oh,
something.
wow. There are Natland
Yo,
characters
Ryo?
in Fontaine? Is it because of
Yeah,
a festival or something?
Ryo and
Not a
Kenichi
festival,
hanging together.
an amusement
Oh,
park
Navia.
organized by Navia and the Spina di Rasula. Auroron
Navia.
and Aoife are there to deliver Natland produce for the event. But it's not all veggies and good times, unfortunately. Against the backdrop of the festivities, a smuggling case is uncovered, leading Kenichi and Risley to cross paths.
Yo,
Ooh, a Saurian hunter and a
Kenichi and
prison
Ryo
warden.
together. I feel like
Sounds
that's
like
gonna
a
be
fun
good.
pairing.
I feel like that's gonna be good.
Yeah, right? I actually have a few sneak peeks to share, so let's take a look.
Weird. Why is a How cowering behind
They
Kenichi?
kept Ryo
I
in the
would've thought
basement
he
for
was
so
too
long. They're
proud
like,
for
all right,
that.
put him in the event too. We'll give him his rerun.
wait.
We'll put him in the event.
It
make
must
it
be
up
because
for
of
everyone.
Fontaine's ban on flying objects.
Exactly.
That's right.
Ahau and Kakuku made the journey all the way to Fontaine and happened to arrive just in time for the ban.
Ugh.
Ahau was able to hide, but Kakuku got scared and flew straight into the Palais Mermonia.
Oh, no.
Auroron thinks Kakuku will manage to send all of the important documents in the Palais flying around the building.
Oh no.
Oh,
that can't
even
end
that-
well.
No.
Well, what about Aoife? Isn't he going to come to Kakuku's rescue?
Don't worry, with Nervalet and Risley there, Kakuku's in good hands. Plus, he might even learn a new phrase or two. Hey, check it out. Risley managed to teach him one. Anyone want to guess what it is?
Oh, I don't really know what it could be. I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see. Anyway, I wanted to point out there are two dragons in this picture. So,
That
does
is
that
true.
mean Nervalet could, like, interpret for Kakuku. You know, dragon to dragon.
Two very
I
different
can't wait
dragons.
to see how their interactions go.
Honestly, I
different
can't even
dragons.
picture it, but I just know it's gonna be hilarious.
Yeah, there's nothing we can say that
Oh,
beats
cool,
the
we get
real
a bow.
thing. So, if you're interested, be sure to check out
Wonder who
all
that
the
bow's gonna be
shenanigans
good
in game.
for.
And trust me, there are a lot of them.
Because we don't have a bow character
always
coming
makes me
out.
laugh.
Right?
Now, on to the actual amusement park. Let me give you some background.
Was
it's
Aoife a
called the
bow
Cheval
character?
Moran Film
Is Aoife a bow
Fantasyland,
character?
and it's the brainchild
I
of a
missed that.
well-known
Maybe he's a bow
engineer and
character.
film buff with the Spina di Rasula in charge of the
Maybe that
financing,
four-star bow
construction, and general operations.
Oh, Lapine Pauline is back. Didn't she almost go bankrupt after
God.
basing her research on that fake story? I hope her investment pays off this time.
Well, if the traveler agrees to come on board, Lapine Pauline might be in a better position.
Come on board. Why are my fraud alarm bells ringing?
It's
Yeah,
not
Ethan must
like
be a
that.
bow user,
If you
right?
don't trust Lapine Pauline,
Let me know in the comments, but
Yeah,
I missed it.
okay.
I'm pretty sure he's a
her
bow
track
user.
record isn't great,
'Cause that definitely
but at
looks like a
least
bow
trust
for him.
Cheval Moran and the Spina di Rasula.
If you say
At least
so.
the refinement materials
And
look
how
like
do we make
something
sure
you
we
would
don't
carry.
run it into the ground?
Well, if the traveler agrees to come on board, Lapine Pauline might be in a better position.
Wait, so this is a management sim? Okay,
A
tell
management
me
sim? Let's
everything.
go.
You got it, bro. Travelers will be in charge of operations like
That's so
upgrading the
cool.
facilities, expanding the park, and
Yo,
managing the staff.
I really liked the
During each
one we
business
had,
cycle,
the
travelers
last time.
will
I
need
think it was
to
during
allocate
Wimble
their
where we got to, like,
precious
manage the
funds
potion
and
shop
action
and
points
stuff.
to the most important tasks
Oh,
based
this is
on their
gonna- this is
management
actually cool.
needs.
I like these
And
kind
plus,
of events.
Navia recruited Master Chef Escoffier to run the park's theme
So we get
restaurant.
to, like,
Woo!
manage
the
the
dishes
park?
she creates can
That's
give you
cool.
unique management buffs, so don't miss out.
Absolutely. You can also increase your revenue by adding different kinds of attractions. For example,
like
in
different
Eclectic
rides?
Escapades, visitors can experience unforgettable adventures where they fly through the air or dash underwater at high
kinda
speeds.
Wow.
Or there's
like a pretty solid
movie
event so far,
masterpieces
honestly.
where you have to use special abilities to reach the end of the stage and seize the treasure. Before launching these attractions, travelers will need to try them out and create a standardized strategy guide for each one, so that visitors understand how to get the most out of the experience.
Nice.
Oh, and travelers can also add an attraction called Mellow Manor, where they can create a cozy retreat for different animals to draw in visitors and increase revenue.
And travelers can also recruit some familiar faces to help run the park. Among the recruits are Fontanian companions and friends from other nations too.
Yeah, that's right. By completing friendly encounters, travelers can learn useful management techniques from their companions. Eventually, these companions will become fixtures at the park and provide even more management support. So, long story short, don't worry too much. You don't have to go it alone.
Okay, yeah, that doesn't sound too bad.
And plus, once you get down to business, you'll be rewarded for your efforts.
Ooh, do tell.
Oh, I will. Reach a certain point in the operations and you'll be able to claim all sorts of rewards,
Bow, we got
including
some
Primo Gems
primos.
and a new 4-star bow, Sequence of Solitude.
Awesome! More Primo Gems to save for your next pull. Which reminds me, we still haven't
yeah,
finished
who's second
announcing
half?
the
Whose
event
reruns are in
wishes,
the
have
second
we?
half?
Oh, right. Yeah,
Can each- and
sorry to
Raiden
keep you in
Shogun-
suspense,
bro, I feel like Raiden
travelers.
Shogun gets a
In the
rerun,
second
like,
half
every
of
other
version 5.6,
honestly.
we'll have returning event
Maybe
wishes
not,
for
but,
Kenichi and the Raiden Shogun.
Nice.
Okay, Raiden
Plus, the
Shogun.
Chronicled Wish banner will be returning in version 5.6.
Holy shit. Chronicle
I
Wish
know
back
a lot
already?
of travelers have been waiting for that, so
That's
check
so
out if you're
soon.
interested.
Yeah,
Okay.
you have to. And best of
That's
luck on your
crazy.
polls.
So we have the Inazuma
All right.
Chronicled Wish, like
That was
literally
a
back
lot
so
of
soon.
info. So let's
It's a great
take our first
opportunity to
break.
pull some of those
Here's the second redemption
fantastic
code,
characters that you've
travelers.
been missing out on, like Kazu, Chef Escoffier 0507. Next redemption code. Make sure you do it ASAP. Valid until the 28th.
The Windbloom Festival, once a celebration of
releasing on May
flowers, now
7th.
shrouded in unease.
Yeah, who's that? A Hydra Vision.
Why is Albedo on trial?
Why is Albedo
Who
on
is the
trial?
young man in the courtroom? And is he friend or foe?
I don't know who that little guy is. but
What
he's a Hydra
tidings
user.
does the Dodo communication device bring this time?
Oh,
The
something else from
answers to these
Alice?
questions and more in the version 5.6 Archon Quest.
Oh, wait, Archon Quest. We have an Archon quest coming
Nice
up.
voice.
Oh, nice.
Aw, shucks, thanks.
So,
Oh,
we finally
Prelude
make it back to
chapter
Mondstadt,
Act
and
4.
Albedo's on trial. And I don't even know what to think. But something tells me there's more to this situation than meets the eye.
Well, I've put together some information about the case. Let's go through it and see if we can uncover some new clues.
Interesting.
So, here's the deal. Albedo's been accused of murder and unlawful disposal of human remains.
That's
And
crazy.
the case is being tried in secret.
That's
the logistics captain of the Knights of Favonius, Hertha, seems to have compelling evidence against Albedo. So the situation is serious.
I'm sure Hertha is just trying to do her job and uncover the truth. But there has to be some kind of misunderstanding here.
Well, in court, the
Albedo would
evidence does
never.
the talking. Travelers will have access to Albedo's office on the second floor of headquarters to do their own investigation
to the
into the
second
case
floor?
and hopefully track down some clues.
So
Go to
I saw Jean,
Albedo's
Kaya, and Jula in
office?
the courtroom, all members of the Knights of Favonius,
okay.
which makes sense. But it looked like someone from the church was also there.
Yeah, who dat?
Oh, that's Dahlia. He's the deacon of the Church of Favonius, so he works with
deacon.
Barbara, Rosaria, and the other members of the clergy. Dahlia acts as the herald of Barbados, which is interesting because he's also friends with Venti.
Yeah, very interesting. He sounds like a very important figure then.
Well, speaking of Venti, the Dodo communication device is back in this quest.
Also, it sounds
At
like
some
Varka
point,
knows that
Venti
Venti is
needs
Barbados.
it to get in touch
It
with
said
Alice.
Barbados.
But on the first attempt, the line connects to Grandmaster Varka instead.
Varka.
It's only on the second try that he manages to reach Alice.
Whoa,
Varka.
hold on. You just dropped two major
We're gonna
names.
talk to Varka
Varka
and
has been on an
Alice?
expedition for a long time.
Bro.
Sounds like we finally get to hear how he's doing. As for Alice, we know she's the mother of the most adorable Klee and an elder of the Hexen Circle. But I wonder why Venti needs to get in touch with her.
All of the dots are starting
Wait,
to come together.
could it be
in
because of the
Genshin,
monsters in the
y'all.
city?
Oh, you know
all
what?
coming
In Amber's
together.
anthology chapter, she did say the number of monsters around Mondstadt has been skyrocketing lately.
Right? And now there are even more monsters in the city. So maybe Venti is reaching out to Alice for help.
I think you two are onto something. And if we take a look at this map, we can see that a lot of
my
our
God.
old friends have joined in on the fight to defend Mondstadt.
Oh, we
Wow.
have to, like,
This is kind of
go
emotional.
through and help them all fight.
Mondstadt was
the
the beginning of
monsters here. That's kinda
everything.
fun.
It's the place where travelers met their first companions and
so much
embarked on
fun.
this whole
That's gonna
journey.
be actually a really fun
Now
Archon quest, being
it's
able
in
to fight all
crisis.
these monsters in
Hopefully,
Mondstadt.
travelers can do
It's
something
like a nice
to stop
full
it.
circle
Oh, they
moment,
can,
you know, as we
but
get ready to
it
go.
won't be an easy road.
into
Alice can offer something
Snezhnaya.
to help, but travelers will need to pass a trial first and defeat the king and queen on the chessboard.
That's a cool
Anything
boss.
to defend
Kind of
Mondstadt.
reminds me of
I'm
the,
sure travelers aren't scared of a little trial.
the waltzing too
Okay,
from Fontaine, whose
okay.
name I can't remember
Then
right now.
let's take a look at what awaits them.
We're gonna beat the king and queen here. That's cool. And they're pyro and electro, so there's gonna be a lot of like elemental reaction going on around the board. It looks like. Oh, and she has hydro too. Yo, hold on. How many different elements can they use? She's hydro and electro. It seems he's pyro. Oh my god. So we got 3 elements here. They got pyro, they got hydro, and they got electro rock in here. Dang, okay, interesting fight, interesting fight.
Alice will preside over the first phase of the trial. The trial takes place on a chessboard, but the rules of chess don't exactly apply.
Looks like a cool fight.
Look closely and you'll notice some of the pieces on the board can harm the king. Travelers can use that
that's
to their advantage
interesting.
to create an opening and dish out damage. But in the second phase, there are no chess pieces to
Oh,
use.
so we have to start on
Travelers
the
will need to
chessboard,
rely on their
and
own
then
strength
we
to
have
emerge
to, like,
victorious.
fight them as actual bosses.
It looks like there's a different Dodoco
That's a-
presiding over the second phase.
Oh, that's a
One
cool
wearing a blue
fight.
hat. Is that a different mage from the Hexen Circle?
Definitely.
I wonder which one.
is.
Well, travelers will have to uncover that for themselves. As for the second phase of the trial, let me offer a quick piece of advice. The boss has some extremely powerful
Oh.
attacks,
We have to hit him
but
with
freeze reactions
frozen.
can help you create an
Yo,
opening.
so
Maybe jot that one down for later, travelers. So
Escoffier.
we know there's
Sintered
murder,
boss
an
fight.
attack on Mondstadt, a Hexen Circle trial. but we have no idea how
Yo,
all
this-
of this is connected.
This Archon quest actually
Seems
kind
like
of
there's a lot for travelers to uncover. You know, if you think about it, first Natlan had a crisis with the ley lines that almost ended in death. Then a similar crisis happened in Liyue, and now Mondstadt is in danger.
What's going on?
I can't help but wonder if this is all some kind of terrible omen.
It is.
Yeah,
Absolutely it is.
but look on the bright side. It's another chance for answers.
I guess.
Maybe we'll uncover new clues about forces we've encountered before, or what we can expect on the road ahead.
Or maybe we'll even get one step closer to the truth of Teyvat.
Yeah, and then travelers can give us all the answers.
Yeah, I think we're gonna leave all that hard work to you guys.
All right, okay, well, let's lighten things up and dive into the remaining version 5.6 events.
The rest of the
Yes.
events.
First up on the docket is an event that brings us back to Fontaine, where travelers can test out their tactical brilliance in the new wargame Operation Downpour Simulation.
Dude, nice.
Wait, what is
Oh,
this?
I know. This wargame comes with all new offensive
looks
and
kinda
defensive gameplay.
cool.
The key to success is really understanding your game pieces.
Okay, what do
I
you
like
mean?
these
Well,
kind of events.
for
too. You gotta, like,
example,
deploy
is it a
the
melee
different-
or ranged
Oh.
attack piece? Can it
This is
quickly
kinda
break through
sweet,
obstacles
actually.
or maybe even bypass them entirely? Once you feel like you know what you're doing, you can test out your skills in co-op. The actual
can
gameplay
co-op
is
it,
pretty
okay.
simple. What this event really tests is strategy. For example, when adjusting your defensive lineup, you can even set traps for your opponent.
I see a button called Defensive Simulation. Looks like we can use it to test out our strategies?
That's right. And once you set the defensive and offensive lineup that works best for you, the battle is ready to begin.
And then,
And while
then
your opponent tries to break
opponent
through your
has to try
defenses,
to break
your job is to use your
through.
chosen offensive lineup to outmaneuver their strategy. The side
Oh,
that
that's
breaks the opposing
cool.
formation first or makes greater progress within the time limit wins.
Wow.
So they're trying to
so
beat
it sounds
your
like it all
defenses, and
comes
you're
down
trying
to
beat their
strategy.
defenses.
All right, so
Okay,
get tactical,
interesting.
travelers.
Now,
That's
if
kinda
that
fun.
last event was mostly about brain power, this next one is all about firepower.
Let's go.
Okay, let's take a look at the gameplay. Think this is a simple battle for coins?
Cool. Another
Ha,
co-op
well,
event like
think
this. I
again.
like these.
Players will have the opportunity to indwell Saurians at certain points. Use their abilities to your advantage,
Oh.
and you might be able to turn
You
the
gotta
tides
fight
in your
each other.
favor.
This
You gotta
looks
fight each
so
other with
fun.
Saurians?
You could just stay in Saurian form the whole time and blast all the other players away.
Oh, if
That looks
only.
kinda
The
cool.
Saurian form only lasts so long. But even in human form, you'll have Natlan
Oh,
character
and it's
skills
gonna
at your
be-
disposal.
yeah, all the
So the
Natlan
goal is to collect as
characters.
many coins as possible to secure victory.
Nice, bro. So, this next event is called Chronicle of Shifting Stratagems. I'm sure at this point in their journey, travelers have gained their fair share of companions and have tested out their skills in a variety of different situations.
That's factual.
Maybe there's a character you want to learn more about, like Escoffier, for example. Let's say you want to test out her potential in different team comps.
Oh.
Then, I highly recommend trying out this
Interesting.
event.
We gotta try a bunch of
Chronicle of
characters that we
Shifting
don't
Stratagems gives travelers the opportunity to study and test out different team compositions. The event is divided into different levels of
Whoa,
difficulty,
up to
and there are
times
also
40 for
challenge buffs to
dire?
take advantage of, so make sure to take that into account when forming your teams.
Okay.
Travelers can also take a look at the challenge record and see how their friends approached each challenge.
That's kinda cool.
Could provide some food for thought.
Nice. Sounds like the perfect excuse to do some experimentation and think outside the box.
Indeed.
All right, moving on to some Genius Invocation TCG updates.
I haven't touched Genius
First, a
Invocation
new
TCG
card
since it
skin
came
will be
out,
added to
y'all.
the card shop, so check it out if you're interested.
But I do love
Travelers
Yonya,
can
so-
also look forward to new character and
also
action
show
cards
loan
added
and
to regular
card.
mode.
Nice.
card? Okay,
More
let's
food for the
go.
card sharks.
There are also some major updates to automatic artistry.
So in addition to the character and action card updates, the elemental reaction effects are different.
Yeah, and during the match, there's now a card refresh option as well as mechanisms for character enhancement and replacement, so the gameplay should be even more engaging. travelers might
This
even be able to come up with some new
Genshi TCG
strategies
looks so
and
much
surprise their
different from
opponents
when
with
I first started
unexpected
playing
moves.
it. What the
That's
heck?
right,
I'm gonna
and
have to check it
finally,
out again.
the Ley Line Overflow event
Yeah,
is
Ley Line
returning in version 5.6, so don't miss out.
Nice,
We
nice,
won't,
nice.
and let's take our last break. When we return, we'll talk system optimizations and a cool collab. See you on the other side, travelers.
System
Bye.
optimizations and a cool collab. We love that. And last code, IFA Kakuku 0507. I like how like the redemption codes are not just like long strings of letters and numbers anymore. They're like actual words, and like 0507 is like the release date, so like they are a little bit easy to remember.
Welcome back, travelers.
Welcome back.
Welcome. Let's jump
see what we
right
got.
into system optimizations. Some travelers provided feedback that the brilliant blessing enhancement process in the Imaginarium Theatre was a bit confusing, which made it difficult to level up strategically and optimize
Oh, I think I
character
saw
turn
this,
order.
like the-
So, in the version 5.6
I think the stars
update,
actually
the dev
matter
team has
now
made the
in
brilliant blessing
Imaginarium
details
Theatre as
page
well.
a lot more intuitive,
Oh, that's
which should
interesting.
make it easier for travelers to make strategic level up decisions.
Nice.
Yeah,
Kinda cool.
and in addition, rewards will be available for completing the star
Yeah,
challenges
now
in the
you have to
new
start.
season of the Imaginarium
Yeah, the
Theater that begins
stellar
on June
rewards
1st.
You know what would be nice?
Actually give you something for
A
getting
restart
stars.
button after the final act.
Oh,
As it
hey,
stands
you get a
right now,
transient
finishing the
resin
final
from
act
it.
takes
A
you
transient resin
directly
from
to
it,
the
and then a
credits, right?
sanctifying elixir as well.
What if you just missed that last star challenge? That would be such a bummer.
Yeah, the dev team has received that feedback as well, so a restart button is also being added to the new update.
Oh, nice.
Let's go.
That should
So you
make
can
it easier
restart
to
just
get
the
full
last one?
stars. All right, so this next update addresses another common problem. Travelers have probably noticed that when you go to raise a character's skills, the skill descriptions can be pretty long and dense.
Yeah, I mean, it's understandable. It's important for travelers to have all the details. But it's also easy to get bogged down in the weeds, so this is something the dev team has been working on.
we do like
Starting in
a
version
condensed
5.6,
version or
the
something?
descriptions on the talent and constellation pages for new characters will be optimized to be more concise, so it's
Oh, cool.
easier for travelers to grasp the core information.
Oh,
Of
make his
course,
mouse
travelers who
over for
prefer to
detailed
dive
info.
into all the details can always expand the content for a more comprehensive description.
Nice. Sorting through all that information should be a lot faster now.
Totally.
Our
Treasure
next
compass
optimization is for the
optimizations.
treasure compass. Travelers provided
are they gonna
feedback
do
that
there?
while attempting to complete Natlan's warrior challenges, it was difficult to locate where to pick up the quests. So, after
Oh.
the version 5.6 update, the treasure compass can now track those locations.
Okay.
Yeah, they can.
Interesting.
Warrior challenges are important because that's how you get obsidian fragments, which you can
That's
use
true.
to unlock tribal secret spaces, right? It would be nice if the treasure compass could track those too.
It can! And once your exploration progress is high enough, the treasure compass will be able to pinpoint the
Oh.
location of tribal secret spaces as well.
Oh, just tells you where the
Similarly,
secret
at a high
space
enough
is.
exploration progress, more chests from various nations can also be located using the
Oh,
treasure
we did the
compass.
Mora
Oh,
blocks,
nice. That should
too.
really help
Oh my
travelers that are stuck at
God,
99%
yes.
exploration progress.
Thank God.
Map
it will
pins have also
show
been
us where
optimized.
Mora
Starting in version
blocks are and
5.6,
Mora
travelers can now
chests and
delete
everything.
custom pins in batches.
Ooh,
Right.
that should make it a
Whoa.
lot easier to start fresh if you're someone who really likes to go ham with the markers.
That's kinda cool, I
Definitely.
guess. I don't
Well,
put that many
that
pins on
wraps
my
up
map,
our
but
system optimizations.
cool to
so
have the
now
option.
it's time for some out-of-game news.
That's
Oh, yeah,
right.
this is a cool collab.
First, we have some exciting
Charlotte
collaboration news to
Tilbury
share.
collab.
Genshin Impact is partnering with the
Hey, yo.
global beauty brand Charlotte Tilbury to
That's
launch
interesting.
2 limited edition sets.
Wow.
So, let's watch the preview trailer for the collaboration.
What do they have from Charlotte Tilbury? It's coming up in like 5 days, too. It's like a makeup brand, right? Okay, we got Mona here. With a little primo gym there. Or something. Maybe not primo gym. Some star. Oh. Got like a sleep mask, a little compact. Oh. Wonder what's in there. It looks like it's like one that's like bigger and one that's a little bit smaller. Ooh, and it looks like maybe they come with primo gym codes as well.
But I have even more news. In addition, Genshin Impact's third Natlan OST album, Radiance of Flame, is coming soon.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
OST
The album contains various tracks composed by the Hoyo Mix team for the Collective of Plenty and other regions. So stay tuned for the drop.
Awesome.
Oh, it's gonna be amazing. The music's gonna be so cool.
So
You know it.
beautiful.
Wow.
Okay, let me check my scroll here. Yeah, that's all the information I have about version 5.6.
Yeah, me
everything.
too. What about you, Jane?
I am just so excited to uncover
Anything else
more
for
about
me?
the Albedo trial mystery
Anything
and
else,
to
Naya?
defeat the new
Any
boss
drips?
on the
Give
chessboard.
me some drips.
And
Give me
I
some
can't wait for you
drips,
to
come on.
meet Escoffier. It's been so much fun
I am also
working on
excited to
her,
meet
and I just
Escoffier.
think you're gonna love
But
her.
listen, she's
And to
cryo.
follow that up, Aoife is
she's
finally
cryo.
playable, and of course he's gonna have Kukuku right by his side. But the mini games are always so fun and creative.
Excellent.
Just can't
Absolutely.
wait.
Well, that's it for the
Albedo.
version
Are
5.6
you sure
special
that's it?
program. A new adventure
Are you
awaits.
sure that's it?
I hope it brings with it new friendships, new answers, and a whole lot of fun.
I don't believe you.
And with that, all there's left to say is, see you in game, travelers. Bye. Bye. Bye.
See ya.
Is that really it? Is it really it? Oh. Song of the Welkin Moon. Stay tuned on April 30th. Okay, hold on. Something's coming then. Something's coming on April 30th, y'all. We got 5 days.